Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, so we're hopping back into Doctor Who. Last time was that episode, very interesting episode, had a lot of potential. I really liked Elton. I liked everything up until, like I said, that, those last 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah, I really hated that ending. But that was one of my top Doctor Who episodes. It was just very surprising. I really liked, the cast of characters. I liked Elton, Ursula. And I like that we had a little break from the Doctor and Rose. And I'm sure they enjoyed having that break too. But we're gonna get back into it. Once again, I have no idea where our friends are going, what they're going to be doing, who they're going to be meeting. And that's the fun of Doctor Who, I guess. So let's get into it. Alright, this is Doctor Who, Season 2, Episode 11, Fear Her. Maybe she sees that thing.
They're not safe.
They're in the garden.
That's what it likes. It likes it when they're playing. Get them in, I'm begging you.
Mary, Mary, King of the Bush, is he love? Kookaburra love, Kookaburra gay, your life must be.
Right, I've got my beady eyes on them. Come on. Come on.
Oh, fuck!
Tom?
What are you?
It's gonna be like the leftovers.
What do you want with our children?
Ah!
Only seems like yesterday a few naked Greek blokes were tossing a discus about, wrestling with each other in the sand as the crowd stood around baying. No, wait a minute.
It was yesterday.
That was Club Med.
Oh.
Tickles.
What? Is there energy there?
What's your game?
Oh.
My, snakes and ladders? Quite good at squash, reasonable. It takes them when they're playing.
What takes him?
Danny, Jane, Dale, snatched in the blink of an eye. It's evil.
I don't believe in evil.
Oh, no, you just believe in tarmackers with sackloads of kidnapped kiddies in there,
Yeah, that's not what she's saying.
Will you stop ganging up on me?
Feeling guilty, are we?
Fingers on lips!
You're not. I don't care who you are. Can you please help us?
You smell it? What's it remind you of?
Sort of metal?
Oh.
There's a residual energy in the spots where the kids vanished. Whatever it was, it used an awful lot of power to do this.
I'm busy, Mum.
Is she deciding who goes, or does she have visions?
Must have used up half a rainforest. That's Dale. Why did you draw him so sad?
I didn't draw him like that. Dale made himself sad.
They're just dreams, you do know that.
Are they?
They can't hurt you.
I'm busy, unless you want me to draw you.
Oh, fuck! Damn, was that a threat?
Come here, Puss.
Couldn't disappear.
What do you want to go in there for?
Bye. On.
Iron residue, blimey! That takes some doing.
Moan. You're lucky. You're all together. You don't know what it is to be alone.
Oh, God.
If you did, you'd be thanking me.
Oh, God. Well, you're not alone. You have your mom.
No!
Oh, fuck. Ew. Oh, cool.
It's animated by energy. Same energy that's snatching people. That is so dinky.
I tried to help them, but they don't stop moaning.
Who don't?
We can be together.
Sweetheart.
Don't touch me, Mum.
Ew. Get out. Oh.
Look at it.
No, Tar.
Dad,
Your dad? But he's long gone.
I dream about him, staring at me.
I thought we were putting him behind us.
Chloe has a power, and I don't know how, but she used it to take Danny Edwards. Dale Hicks, she's using it to snatch the kids.
Get out.
Have you seen
Fuck.
Moose Dorian's Moon?
I haven't seen anything.
Yes, you have. Out of the corner of your eye.
No.
and you dismissed it. Because what choice do you have when you see something you can't possibly explain? You dismiss it, right? And if anyone mentions it, you get angry, so it's never spoken of, ever
She's
again.
a child.
And you're terrified of her.
If living things can become drawings, then maybe drawings can become living things.
Okay, yeah, let's just touch people.
You're lonely, I know. Identify yourself.
I am one of many. I travel with my brothers and sisters. We take an endless journey, 1,000 of your lifetimes.
Sounds like him.
But now I am alone. I hate it. It's not bad, I hate it.
Is it a
Name
Time Lord?
yourself.
Time Lord.
I'm soulless.
You're Isolus, of course. The Isolus are empathic beings of intense emotion. When they're cast off from their mother, their empathic link, their need for each other is what sustains them. They need to be together. They cannot be alone.
The fuck?
She was like me, alone. She needed me, and I her.
You empathise with her. Trish, how do you calm her?
What?
When she has nightmares, what do you do? What do you do?
I sing to her.
Start singing.
Chloe usually got the brunt of his temper when he'd had a drink. The day he crashed the car, I thought we were free. I thought it was over.
Did you talk to her about it?
I didn't want to.
Maybe that's why Chloe feels so alone. She has all these terrible dreams about her dad, but she can't talk to you about him.
Oh, and the Isolus. It's used to a pretty big family.
How big?
Say around 4 billion.
Oh god.
He's scared. Come on, you were a kid once, binary dot.
Yes, and I know what kids can be like. Right, little terrors.
Shit.
What about trying to understand them?
Not to hurting
Easy
people.
for you to say, you don't have kids.
I was a dad once.
What?
What did she say?
What?
I think we're there.
Oh my god.
Using heat, yeah? So it's not all about love and stuff. Doesn't the pod just need heat?
Oh fuck. How's she gonna do this by herself? How dare you?
Don't you realise what you've done?
Oh my god.
He was the only one who could help you. Now bring him back!
Leave me alone. I love Chloe Webber.
She doesn't love you.
You just took a council axe from a council van, and now you're digging up a council road. I'm reporting you to the council.
Okay.
The one for the hottest thing in the street. Your tar.
What is it?
It's a spaceship.
Oh my god.
Council spaceship, I'm afraid.
Oh, they all have their dreams. They've all put in years of hard work.
Drawing.
Looking for medals.
Oh shit! Gonna make all of them disappear?
They're gone. Everyone has gone. Thousands of people have just gone.
Wow.
Right in front of my eyes.
The Shining. Stop her!
Chloe Webber, I will let him out. We will let him out. Together. I cannot be alone. It's not fair.
Look, I've got your pod.
The pod is dead.
It only needs heat.
It needs more than heat.
What then?
Pointing to the pod.
She didn't draw that, he did. Need to call in a heat doctor.
I can go home. Goodbye, Chloe Webber. I love you.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Mom.
Did all the people come back?
Mummy!
Just to face him.
Because you're so scared that he's real, but you could get shot at him, Chloe. Mummy, you can do it, Chloe.
You have to face them together.
I can't! I can't! Mummy!
She's calling for you, damn it!
You're
God.
not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Sing again! Chloe, sing!
Goodbye again. Like you have to be. Goodbye must be.
Who's gonna hold his hand now?
80,000 athletes and spectators, they disappeared, they've come back, they've returned, they've reappeared. It's quite incredible. There's a mystery man, he's picked up the flame. We have no idea
Who's that
who he
runner
is.
there?
He's carrying the flame.
Go on. Join your brothers and sisters. They'll be waiting.
Oh, I thought I'd lost you.
Not a night like this. This is a night for lost things being found. Come on.
You know what? They keep on trying to split us up, but they never ever will.
Never say never ever.
Oh god. I mean, she's gonna
It'll
die.
always be okay, you and me.
Oh!
Don't you reckon, Doctor?
She's saying all the things you're not supposed to say.
Yeah, something coming.
What?
A storm's approaching.
Oh god. Interesting episode. I was not feeling it up until the best part was at the end when Chloe and her mom had to, you know, band together and stand up to, you know, the basically the ghost of the father, because I mean that was the most interesting part of the whole episode. I really could have done without the empathic spore alien flower thing. The girl was good at, you know, playing possessed. Sometimes it was kind of hard to hear her because she was whispering the whole time, but she was good. The whole episode was just weird though, like the way it was shot, the pacing was very slow. The acting was weird from everyone. There was just there like wasn't a flow that this show usually has. Like it was very disjointed. Like it just wasn't connecting with me. But until that scene when I was like, oh, okay, that's what this is about. You know, I understood there's a theme of loneliness again. It seems to be a big theme this season. You know, feeling alone, and the creature, it was very similar to the Doctor. That's why I thought it was gonna say it was, you know, another Time Lord, because it was saying how it travels the universe, you know, always alone, you know, travels thousands of years, and misses its family. I mean, that's the Doctor in a nutshell. You know, it was a flower, and it had, you know, billions of family members that it missed. Yeah, just like the Doctor. But the most interesting thing was that this little girl was basically abused by her fucking father. You know, I'm sure the mother was too, to a certain extent, and that's why she was never there for her daughter, because she was afraid too. They were both abused. They were both traumatized by this man. That energy manifested. Like the daughter was so alone because she had no one to talk to. She couldn't even talk to her mom about that trauma, because the mom was traumatized too, and she didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to think about it, which makes sense. I mean, they were abused, and you know, it's just easier to compartmentalize and not think about terrible things that happen in our lives. It's easier to just try and think of something else, or it seems like it's easier, but really you're just that trauma and those feelings aren't gonna go away. You're just you're just burying them, but they're always gonna come, you know, back to bite you in the ass. And this time it literally happened. It was a physical manifestation of their fears, and I thought that was very interesting. And how Chloe kept saying, like, Mom, like, I'm scared, or like, Mom, and it's like she needs her. And the mom finally was there for her. Because I'm sure her whole life, while the dad was alive, the mother was probably never there for her because she was afraid, and she probably always had to do what the father said, and she didn't want to get, she probably didn't want to get beaten up or whatever he did, you know, and in a way she failed her child. And that's so sad, but what made it beautiful was that this was her chance to finally be there for her. I thought that was so beautiful. I mean, that was probably like the only you know, good thing about this episode, because there was just something missing. It was like a very quiet episode. There was something, I mean, I guess it was supposed to be because, you know, people had gone missing. So, and it was supposed to give you this sense of being alone and loneliness and isolation. And so I guess it was on purpose, but it was such an odd, uncomfortable feeling. I guess that was their intention. But I didn't like it. I just didn't know what was going on for most of the episode until like the very end. So in a way, you know, the daughter being possessed and not letting you know, anyone near her, and especially the mother didn't want to get near her. That was just that was like a physical manifestation of what was already happening in that family, because the dynamic was the mother was never there for her daughter. She was never there to protect her daughter. She was never there to comfort her daughter, because she was afraid of the father. So that's interesting. So it all centers around this abusive family, and you know, there's so many people who go through that, so many families who go through that. So that was very creative and very well done. I mean, I almost feel like you don't need the flower alien possession like at all. Like you could have just like they could have gotten their point across with just the girl. They could have just had her still drawing people and making them disappear, but because she herself didn't want to be alone, like they didn't need to add the alien component, but I guess they have to because it's Doctor Who. But I think it would have been stronger without it. If it was just this girl, this terrified, lonely, and in part grief-stricken girl, because even though her dad died, and he was an asshole, he was still her dad. I bet you the emotions that she was feeling were so complicated that she even missed her abuser a little bit. Like, you know, I bet you it was that twisted. So you could have just had this girl going through all those emotions and all that energy, all that negative energy, just causing these people to disappear. And you could have just done that, and you still could have had, you know, the drawing on the wall of the dead father and that coming to life. Like, you could have done all of that without the alien component. But you know, they can do whatever they want. But I didn't really need that. Yeah, so basically, this was the complete opposite of, you know, the last episode I saw. The last episode with Elton, I liked the whole episode except for the ending. This one, I didn't like basically the whole episode except for the ending. So, yeah, it was, yeah, it was one of the weakest episodes I've seen on Doctor Who. The metaphor and the message was so good. Other than that, it was just a weird, it just gave me a weird feeling. The way it was shot and the pacing, it just made it feel like the director didn't know what he was doing. Again, this, you know, foreshadowing of doom, you know, like, Rose is gonna die, like, very soon. I hate that so much. Like, I feel like it's really cruel, too. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, Rose is definitely gonna die because she basically said all the things you're not supposed to say. She said, like, Rose is gonna be okay or something, or like, we're never gonna be apart, or like, all those things. And he's like, you know, never say never. And then he looked into the sky and said a storm is coming. Just, you know, it's probably a literal storm and a metaphorical storm, and just bad things are coming, and Rose is gonna die in battle, just like that demon said. I'm already sad and it hasn't even happened yet. I really hope I'm wrong. But I think the fact that that nobody in the past couple of videos has mentioned that or acknowledged that I mentioned, you know, that she might die. That pretty much confirms that she's gonna die for me. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.